What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dave from 5String Stanger. We're going to continue my series that I've decided to do. A few of you guys wanted to see it, so we're going to do it. Okay, guys, so this was my second DIY that I did. It was a 5-string bass. A little backstory with it, though. Basically, I mean, if you didn't see it, I'm going to put the links to all these, each one that I do. I'm going to put the links to the playlist down below in the description box. So go ahead and check that out if you want to watch the whole series. The backstory behind this was, this was a this was a project done for my friend Donnie. I work with Donnie where I work at. He liked my very first DIY that I did, the Les Paul. And so he came to me, he's like, hey man, would you like to do a DIY kit for me? I said, yeah, why not? Do one. But the catch was, he ordered it, and he didn't tell me what it was. He wanted it to be a total surprise when I got it. All he would tell me was, hey man, this is going to help your channel. It's going to be something different, okay? And I'm like, well, okay, that's fine. And I know before we was talking about Explorers and doing different guitars and things like that, which is cool. So basically, he orders it, gets it, and then, I get it, and I come back to the house here, and I get ready to open it up, right? I had no idea what it is. It was kind of cool, kind of exciting. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and show that footage right now. It's cool. Watch this. Watch. Okay, don't know what it is yet. Don't know what it is. Oh my God. Here we go. Good thing is we got instructions. Okay, we got instructions. What do we got? What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? What don't he get me into? Okay. Oh my God. Did he get a bass? Or did he get a 7-string? I think old Donnie got himself a 7-string. Look at this. Definitely a 7-string. That would be my guess. Okay. So there's that. That'll be a 7-string. No? What the hell is this? Yeah, so like I said, man, it was like, what? I thought it maybe was like a 7-string guitar when I first opened it, right? Because I never would have dreamed in my wildest imagination that it would have been a bass. But Donnie wanted a bass, and I did a bass. And I mean, it was a genuine shock factor. That was the actual footage of me opening it. It wasn't like 2 or 3 times of me going, oh, hey, reaction. That was my honest to God opinion, or my honest to God reaction of it. And I kind of felt bad, and Donnie was like, oh my God, you don't like it. But no, it wasn't that at all. It was just, it was such a shock. But the more I got thinking about it when I was doing the video, it's like, wow, this is going to be kind of cool. It's a little different, and definitely different. So what made it unique was he wanted the guitar in just like a wood grain finish. So I thought, man, okay, right there is going to save me a lot of time, okay? I didn't do very many videos to this. I think it was like maybe 5 total videos at the most to do this guitar or this bass, because he just wanted wood grain. I didn't have to worry about, doing primer and waiting for that and doing a paint job and then waiting for the weather, for doing all the other stuff like, putting the clear coat on it and sanding everything down, polishing everything. I didn't have to do any of that. And he kind of wanted a satin type finish. So I thought I'd go ahead and use True Oil on it, just like I did my first DIY, my Les Paul. So, I put the True Oil on it, had that nice sheen to it, looked really good. But, let's get right into where I decided to put, I wanted to give it a different look. And if you guys are a fan of like Chapman guitars, and if you know who Rob Scallon is, he has his own signature model, which I'll try to pop up here somewhere. But I wanted to go kind of like that theme. I liked the dark with the lighter wood on the side. I thought, man, I think that's going to be it. That's what I wanted to do. So I ended up basically the color of the guitar was honest to God, just deck stain is what it was. It was I think it was like honey gold or something like that. Worked out pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. So I taped it off, and so I had the tape. I had the plain wood in the middle. I can't remember which one I did first. I'm gonna have pictures up here and there, you'll see. But anyway, whatever section I taped off, you know, I had the lighter woods on the outside, and then on the inside I decided to do the dark wood, which turned out really good. But when I got done with it, you know, I needed to really sharpen those lines up, you know, make it pop a little bit. So I ended up taking, you know, a Sharpie, which I'm going to start using paint pens, I think, now. But back then, you know, that's all I knew to use. So I thought, okay, Sharpie will work. So kind of lined it up, got everything good. Put a couple lines right down the center, popped it off the tape, and I'm like, whoa, that was it. That was the money shot, right? It looked really good. I thought, man, that's amazing. So that turned out great. So then I tried to do this headstock and everything kind of the same way. You know, I did the same stain and stuff, but the wood was kind of different. You know, like the back of the wood from the neck, when I put the stain on that, it didn't quite match up. It was close, but it didn't quite match up. I don't know what was wrong with that, but I do remember doing the stain on the headstock as well, and basically I ended up taping off the headstock, you know, putting like a, you know, like a binding around it, again with, what else? A Sharpie. You know, I just kind of tied in. You know, you had the black pickups and things like that, and everything just kind of blended together, and it turned out really good. You know, not much. I have a bass. It's an old bass, but you know, I don't play bass much, so I don't know much about basses. But you know, it did look good, and I mean, as far as feel goes, felt great. The neck was cool. I mean, it was just like a guitar neck, man. As far as the rolled edges on the frets and things, there was no jagged edges. I've been very fortunate. I've heard a lot of horror stories where people get DIY kits, and you know, not a lot of horror stories, but there's been a few out there where like the frets are not even like rounded. They're just like really like jagged. You know, they can almost cut your finger. I've been really fortunate with all of the DIYs that I've done. I haven't had that issue. But yeah, so, you know, them bolting it all together. Then I did a little bit of research on on bass guitars, on how to wire a 5-string bass, things like that, which it wasn't that hard. You know, it's kind of the basics, I guess, of kind of like a guitar thing. You know, and I really, honestly, I mean, I know more of what I'm doing, and I know the gist of it. But for me to sit down and actually wire a guitar, I don't think I could actually just sit there and wire it. I gotta look at a chart, you know. I'm still kind of new at this, right? So, you know, it took me a little while. I got the right diagram I needed, got it hooked up, everything was good, no problems, no issues. I put the 5 strings on there, got everything lined up. I mean, the strings is perfect in line. Turned out really good. Trying to remember, I don't think I had any complications with that. The guitar just went together really smoothly, or the bass, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was really, that one was a really, I don't know, a really smooth, awesome experience. Number one, because it was different. You know, I mean, not that I'd done a bunch of them, I just did the one DIY like, you know, a few months beforehand. But it was different because it was a bass. And you know, I'm more of a guitar guy, right? And I think I appealed to more a different fan base. You know, kind of got more eyes open to, oh man, he's doing a bass guitar. That's kind of neat. You know, hey, whatever, right? We'll do that. So that was cool in that respect. And Donnie, thank you for that, because that opened up a lot of people's eyes, and I got a lot of followers from that. You know, and I still have some followers from that. So, and people, you know, bring it up every now and then, you know, about the bass or talking about the bass or whatever. So it is awesome. And I hope it's doing you well, Donnie. I know last time we talked about it, you said it was doing fine, no problems. So it was really an awesome guitar, and I really appreciate, or awesome bass. I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to do that for you. Okay, so that pretty much does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, I'll leave a link down in the description down below if you want to check out the playlist of the entire series of Donnie's DIY project. Turned out really good, like I said. I know I say that with every one of them, but you know, I do have my complications, and you'll see that in some of the other videos that I do here soon. We'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, it's all about the music. Rock on, everybody, and we'll see you very soon.